everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 35 of FTB Interactions! Hooray! Last episode we had a good time in the Nether, as you may recall. Let's see, what did I get in here? I got a handful of blaze rods. I spent some time between episodes getting a few of these. So blaze powder we were getting from those quark dogs, and blaze rods we had found a couple blazes roaming around. We got one or two before the end of last episode, and we knocked out another one or two since. So there's a lot of things we can do with blaze rods, right? There were a handful of things that we were definitely gated behind before we got blaze rods, so I think having a few of these now is probably good. So for one, I definitely want to get a blood altar going. So for that, we're going to need none of that stuff. However, before we can get that, we're going to need one of these dudes going, right? And we're going to need some blaze quartz, which is some blaze dust around here, or, you know, basically, yeah, that's what's up. And we also need another quartz. So all together, we know that we've got a decent amount of stuff here. Now, we got 8 blaze quartz. What can we use you for? So we get 2 if we do that. What about squeezer? That'll give me 3 with a chance for 1 more. We should Starlight transformation will definitely give me 4. Curious if there's anything better. Pulverizer, no. Well, that's kind of cool. That's a neat recipe. No. Ooh, nether wart though. Didn't we want nether wart for something? What do we want nether wart for? Alchemia probably. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Neato burrito. So I think squeezer's probably the route to go. We'll do 3 of these, right? Blaze rods are probably a little technically harder than blaze dust, but meh, we can always get more of each. Nice. All right. I thought it was like an unlikely chance that we would get that, but it's all good. So my plan right now, let's get the Skullfire Sword, right? Which is going to be a nice sword, and it beheads skeletons and scorches them black. So in theory, what that should allow us to do is get ourselves the skull that we would need for a blood altar, and we can get into blood magic, which leads to some really good stuff, right? Like really good stuff. So I'm very excited to get into blood magic. There's some really powerful things we can get into, and we'll set up like the altar and the peaceful area and all that good, like cool things, right? So let's start with the Skullfire Sword, right? We're gonna want just any 2 rock crystals, which we should probably go get more rock crystals at some point, but yeah, whatever. We'll get some sticks, and we can probably just go knock this out super quick. And at some point, I'll do something a little bit better by way of, you know, organizing my stuffs. But for now, let's just go get the sword going. And then we're going to want to do, yeah, I think today's episode is going to be heavily blood magic oriented. All right, so we need you to be nighttime before that'll work. So let's wait towards night. We'll leave those items in the table over there. And I've still got my morb thingy that I never used. Probably should at some point do something with it. So while we're waiting for that, let's get 2 infinity dust and 4 mana steel screw. We'll get that. We will get, I probably threw my quartz. I got quartz, didn't I? Does another quartz ore come like this? It does. Okay, cool. How do we process you? We can squeezer you into 1, we can smelt you into 2, or we can pulverize you into 4, which will then be that, which will then be that, and then you, I'm assuming, can be autoclaved. Yes. So the standard process of things, right? So you guys can go in there and start your sizzling. Yay! I love the sounds of that. Isn't it just the best though? Now if I wanted to, I could just like drop you into water, right? In a cauldron. But we'll see. Impure pile of nether quartz. Now you can be centrifuged. We get a little tiny bit of netherrack dust. Which, I don't know if that's worth it, right? So maybe we should just like cauldron you? I feel like that would be cool. Do I still have a cauldron by chance? I don't think I do, actually. So let's get a new one. It's been a while. Is that wrought iron plates? Ugh. Oh, or 7 iron plates with 7. All right, let's do that. Iron plates times 7, and we'll cook up a cauldron just to make stuff going forward. All right, so now we got the netherrack and that. We also want the infinity dust, which we may or may not have some of from the void world still. I'm not seeing it. Did I use it all? That's the stuff you have to hit with bedrock, right? Infinity dust. Yeah. Either that or you can alchemy array it from ashes, or you can fluid solidify liquid nightmares. That sounds like a fun time. Let's do the scavenge thing. Flint, on bedrock. So I think we should have a bunch of flint handy. Yeah, I'm just going to get a handful of this stuff. And then we're also going to want some mana steel. Probably my best recourse for getting bedrock is probably going back to the Void World and getting it there. Because, yeah, I definitely have... I don't think I have a place that's, like, reliably near bedrock at this point. Man, I haven't been here in a long time, have I? I haven't even checked in on Mr. Villager. Mr. Lost Soul Villager. Just curious. Just enjoy it. You're a good place. There we go. I picked up... We're 30-some episodes in here, and I picked up the stuff for you. Alright, I've got some, but why'd you all of a sudden stop working? Is this a chance-based thing, or what? Did I do something wrong here? I definitely got some. Oh, player experience needs to be above 4. Oh, I forgot about the experience requirement. Oh well, the 6 is enough. Totally forgot that player experience was necessary for that. It's all good. So as a pro tip, you can also totally make blue steel here. Let's get you into number 7. Number 7 assembler, number 7. So this is 8. We're just gonna do -1. We will stick you in temporarily, and then we'll get you back into 8 mode. +1. And that's cool. That gets us a cauldron. Blue steel will make us a little bit more mana steel. I think it doubles it. So if you use blue steel instead of steel, you get 2 mana steel per. How cool is that? Beautiful. Loving it. Okay. And then you, sir. With that. Yeah, that doesn't work. Why you cauldron no take, why you no work? That's surprising to me. That they wouldn't work on cauldrons. Huh. Today I learned, would you look at that? Okay. Well, there's pure nether quartz dust. Hey, achievement, bejeweled. And then we need you, which we're getting low on liquid starlight, but I think we have enough to make 2, right? Hopefully. And I should really, I think night or is it alumentum? One of those two is really good for making liquid starlight, I believe. I should really get around to like a tank of liquid starlight and doing that more automatically. So we'll see about that, right? So you with this around it. Boop. And then we need mana steel screws, right? I think we needed 4 of them. So let's do, is it the screwdriver first? No, it's the file first. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you can be that. And then you can, it's 2 per screw, so that. And that's cool, 4 mana steel screws. Nice, okay. So that would be that, and that. Now we just need the crystal sword, which is getting close enough to nighttime. See? Timed it all out perfectly. Like a master chef. Oh, there must be rock crystal right underground there. I was like, what's this steamy stuff? Oh good, and it's dark enough that we get our sword. Beautiful. Okay, and now we just go over here with said sword. And it's go time, my friends. Boom. Skullfire sword. Perfection. Off with their heads! I don't know a lot about this sword, but it has high durability. It has about the same damage as a diamond sword, which is cool. So let's go, I guess, hunting for skeletons then, right? If we find skeletons at night, we should be cool. Now I've got my decent-ish armor on. I've got a nice bow. I don't have a shield, but that's okay. We'll just go out and about into the world, get to the part of the world where I can kill mobs. Hey, look, an Enderman. I would like to go to there. Come here, buddy. I want to kill you. Yep, right over here. Right here, please. Please. Can you not, like, teleport across water? Come on. He's all like, I don't know what to do! This water's too big! That is, like, scary, lots of mobs area over there. Let's chill in this general area. I'm not here for zombie heads, to be fair. But I guess we can do the thing. Oh, that's right, they jump at you, I forgot. Okay. Wow, there are sure a lot of zombies. What do you think the likelihood of getting a skull is from skeletons with this sword? You know what I should absolutely have on is this. Invisible creepers, bad things happening. Heal yourself, direwolf. My goodness, that's a lot of bad guys. This is not a normal amount of bad guy fighting. You... Yeah. Invisible creepers are my favorite. Like I said, invisible creepers are my favorite. I think they actually make other mobs invisible too. And none of them are skeletons, because of course not. All I want is a skull. I just want it with a skeleton skull, and then I can get back to being a little bit less scary. Alright, I see what looks like skeletons over here-ish. Avoid looking at Enderman for a minute. Running away. This is a little shenanigans. Like, what is this pack with mobs? I've been avoiding mobs for a while now in this pack, and yeah, no, I'm good. Run away! What even? Holy cow, they are just... You know what it is not only are they like a lot harder, but the mob spawns are definitely tuned up. What is that? That is a troll. That is an actual troll. So yeah, the number of mobs is definitely tuned upwards. Any chance I got a skull yet? No, not yet. But I think trolls have some, like, decent-ish armor that you can make with something they drop. Though I might be wrong about that. What is that thing? Oh, hello. An entrail. What's an entrail? What in the world is an entrail? I don't even know. Dude, this pack with mobs. Let me tell you, the peaceful candle was a lucky thing to get. Because they are just a little bit stupid. And I know if I wanted to, what I could do, absolutely would be just to live in the void world, but I didn't want to do that. Like, that doesn't seem cool to me. I don't think I'm too far away. What's an entrail? Do I even want to know? Dude, it is absurd what is going on here. Wow. The number of mobs is what the problem is. Look how many there are. How do you even... Like, I don't even know how to comprehend what to do here. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep through the night. And then we'll go get our stuff with hopefully less mobs around. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Hopefully just a few less mobs. Yeah, rapidly. I think the number of mobs that are allowed to spawn is way tuned up, and I can understand. I get it. Boy, do I just feel slow. I think it might be the lack of food. I just like can't sprint. There we go. A little bit of improvement there. Wow. Like, even at daytime, it's ridiculous. And of course, only zombies survived, right? I don't see any skeletons around. Yep, all zombies. And that troll, who I assume is, like, stone now, right? Hey, what are you doing? Don't eat that. So to be fair, I think there was a note in the quest book about, like, once you get to the nether, things, like, get harder or something? Is that right? Am I remembering that correctly? I believe that was the case. I'm just going to check out in this general area to see, by chance... Look at the ridiculousness that is this area where I just fought. Like, come on! Pure shenanigans. Anyway, point being, no more skeletons, so that's just lovely. I think what we'll need to do is wait for another night, right? Like, that's the best we got. I do like the turning to stone trolls, though. Like, that's cool. Are they regenerating health? That's interesting. Yeah, a little bit of a mess. I guess we'll come back at nighttime? Yeah, we totally need a skull, a wither skeleton skull. We got a zombie head, so that's cool. Maybe what we can do during the day here is work a little bit on enchanting. Like, that would be possibly a thing to consider. And then maybe if we have some decent enchants happening, we'll have a little bit of a better time with the nighttime fights. I think that sounds cool. All right, back in a minute. So just putting my sword in here, even at this level of enchanting, we can get Unbreaking 8. Unbreaking 8. So that should tell you what level 60 enchantments look like. The Apotheosis mod really ramps up the things. So I think with Apotheosis and some combination of stuff, we could probably get some really powerful weaponry, which would be cool, right? So yes, the mobs are drastically scaled, but at the same time, so are the enchants you can get. So it kind of like scales them appropriately. We just need to get enchants in order to get to that point. Speaking of getting enchants, how's my stuff going on over here? Pretty good. 34 buckets and going strong. Look at it. Nice. Dude, that's actually pretty nice. I wonder how many total experiences I've got here. Because I've got a lot from before. But that should be pretty good. Wow, yeah, no, we're getting a decent amount of experience from this. Having had this run for the last, like, 2 episodes that we've been doing other things, absolutely been worth it. Also, I have the blaze rods to get those book things now, so that should be cool. And that enchantment library thing. Maybe we should look at that, too. Isn't that something we wanted to get? An ender bookshelf. We needed purpur blocks. So we need an alchemy catalyst, which needed mana pearls, which needs unstable mana. That's right, we need a little bit more time before we can get into this. We definitely need the simple power catalyst from alchemy. Gonna need some nether wart, which I don't know if I got any nether wart. Alright, you're all done, sir. 32 levels, not bad. Let's store it in our tome. I don't know how many total levels I have, but I feel like we're doing pretty good. I do like the troll where you, like, start flying because of the tome, though. That's hilarious. How's my lunchbox doing, by the way? Enough. I think I refilled it recently before I went to the nether, didn't I? Alright, so I'm going to make this. And then I'm going to make as many of these as I can, given our current pieces of paper. I can probably get a few more, not a problem. Probably get, like, roughly a stack of books. And let's see what we can do about certain things. So what I think I'm going to do to get started, what do I want to, yeah, I guess you can be a good place for that. Ish. And the papers can go in there along with the other papers, right? Okay, so a stack of books. Here's what I want to do. I want to go down here, and also we wanted blaze rods for this purpose too, as I remember. But let's get Apotheosis, right? So, like, let's get a book. Tome of Weaponry? Does that sound cool? That only gives me 2 per blaze rod, which kind of stinks. Tome of the Miners, Tome of the Fishers, Tome of the Archers. Having, like, infinity on my bow would probably be pretty amazing. right? That would be pretty amazing. Right? If I could get infinity on the bow, that would be cool. Yeah. Just trying to be conservative with my blaze rods because I know I want a few of these. But having Tome of Weaponry would probably be cool too. And then we'll hold off on using too many more blaze rods until we've got this under control. But I also just want to see like what I'm in for with this, right? So right now, if I threw this in here, I can get Mounted Strike, Bane of Arthropods, or Venom 3. That doesn't sound fun to me. What about you? Unbreaking, Endless Quiver, and Power 4. That sounds pretty nice. Endless Quiver with 45 experience levels. Oh, Endless Quiver, huh? What's that do? I'm assuming Endless Quiver is like infinity, right? Makes all arrows infinite. Okay, that's cool. You know, I think Endless Quiver works with other kinds of arrows. Like these kinds of arrows. I think that's the difference between that and infinity. And like these kinds of arrows. I think. I'm not 100% sure. But that would be cool, right? So Endless Quiver does sound nice. We just need 45 experience levels. So if I can get that, let's try this out, right? I don't know how many 45 experience levels is from this book. But I know we just got 30. That's a lot of experience, dudes. But Endless Quiver, I feel like would be nice, right? So let's get some lapis down here too. I don't know how much lapis I have done, but enough. Just grab a bunch and bring it down there. And then we're gonna have to get the mana enchanter thingy, right? We're just experimenting, right? Endless Quiver and we don't know. Or Unbreaking 7, which, you know, meh. Infinity and Endless Quiver. Well, thanks. That is the worst combination of enchants you could possibly ask for. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. And weaponry enchant, we've got Unbreaking, Venom, and Vorpal. None of those are ideal, right? So what if I put you in there, right? We've got Venom, Power 5, and Lore 5. Now here's a question. If I did this, are you going to all of a sudden not have any enchanting capabilities? Wow, none at all. Okay, what if we did that? All right, that's better. 2 experience. So here's an idea, right? Go with me on this. So like your lowest level enchant with all the things around it is 30. That said, what if we piston our way into solving this problem, right? So we're going to want like 2 more pistons, right? And then we're going to want a couple sticky pistons, which needs rice slime balls, which at this point I should just have like a bunch of, right? Because that would be smartish. I think that's the water dude. We need water for rice slime balls, right? Thank you. It doesn't matter. It'll or dictionary automatically for us. I thought. Okay, cool. It seemed like it was, didn't it? Anyway, sort. And then what we would do... Look at Dyer being clever with vanilla mechanics. Cool. Now here's a question. Will redstone dust work, or will I need to do some kind of fancy wiring for that? I'm thinking dust should work, right? Let's try to be all vanilla about it. No? Really? That doesn't affect... Okay. It's annoying. Hello, darkness, my old friend. What? Output on red. Output on red. Output on red. Output on red. Oh, right. Darkness, I forgot. Speaking of hello darkness, my old friend. So, like, we would want the lever to be here, right? So what we would do then is boop, boop. Nothing. Ooh, that one might be tricky to do without a yellow wrench, wouldn't it? Maybe this wrench will handle it. Hooray, it does! Input on red. Hooray! Cool. So then the deal is as follows, right? Like, you're here, you want to do an enchant, right? So let's say, like, I want a good weapon enchant, Unbreaking 4, Venom 5, Vorpal 4. I don't think any of those are what I want. So, because, like, I'd really love to get, like, Sharpness, like, 7 or something stupid like that. So then I hit the lever, whoop, and then I put a normal book in there, right? And, like, a couple experience. Also, why do I have 43 experience on me? Oh, that's cool. It doesn't actually eat all the experience. That's right. It doesn't use all 45, does it? Like, that's the minimum amount you need to get the enchant. Well, isn't that spifferoony? That is super spifferoony. Is that normally how enchanting works? Because I feel like I don't know that's how that normally works. It only used 2 levels, didn't it? Didn't I get 45? Huh. I didn't even notice. So anyway, right, so now, if only this didn't make me fly. Like, that would be the end-all be-all. But I think I can reach this from up here, no? No. But what we can do is install a roof. Look how clever I am. It's just dire being clever today, isn't it? Still too low, or still too high, I mean, right? So one more lever. Okay, and out. And good, perfect. So now we've got, like, low-level enchants happening, right? So I'm, like, really super curious about this. Why did I have 45 experience and then become 43? We're going to have to test it again in a minute. But, like, we'll just burn an enchant, right? And then we release the lever, and then we can throw another weaponry enchant in there. So Sharpness 6, that feels pretty good. Decay, Sharpness 6, but that requires 60 levels. You want to give it a shot? Let's give it a shot. So we're going to 60 levels. Hopefully we have that many total in the book. I don't even know. I have no idea how many levels this is going to take. 46. We are just shy, it would seem. Just shy. Man, I would really like that too. What's our archer's option? Life mending, huh? Soulbound. Flame 4. Generally don't like flame, but you know. Sharpness, decay, and decay. So let's burner these. I mean, yeah. Right, so for that we would do this and this. And eat up our 2 levels. Because remember, 2 levels of experience at level 56 is very different from 2 levels of experience at level 2. Right? But I'd love to try this enchanting thing again, just to see what's up. So one of you and one of you. Venom, Sharpness, and Venom. Right, so we'll just do that. Close that dude, and then we'll throw a weaponry in there. Knowledge of the Ages. Leech and Bane of Arthropod. What's Knowledge of the Ages do? Enemy drops are directly converted to experience. That's kind of cool, but also not what I'm after. Boop and boop. Sweet. Yeah, that definitely is using less experience. I don't know what that's all about, but it's cool. Projectile protection. Boop and boop, right? So now we check out our weaponry. Venom, Disjunction, and Sharpness 3. Also not great. So I'm going to do this a few times, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Another thing I'm going to do real quick. Advanced Mechanical Pipe. Does that sound cool? Yeah, I like the sound of that. And Configurator. Let's get prepared to have more of, potentially more of these things, but also just being a little bit smart about it, right? I remember in previous playthroughs I had some problems with mechanical pipes in these dudes, but we'll see what happens, right? We'll just do that. And then you can store your liquid starlight. Nice. And I remember Nitor apparently is a way to go with this, aside from like the aquamarines and stuff. I don't know if it's better, but we're gonna put it on there. Is it almost nighttime? It's almost nighttime. Perfect. One real quick thing I did between the cuts there was I grabbed, remember I got this as a quest reward, junk storage from Ender Utilities, and I'm putting my stuff in there. Now why aren't you fitting? Because all of a sudden you decided not to? Like what? Excuse me, Tome of the Archers? You can go in there. That's interesting. Maybe because you're not enchanted. Okay, so only enchanted books can go in there. All right, that's fair. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to request a chest, and then down here in my enchanting area, we will have two things. We will have the junk storage, which is literal junk storage, and then we will have a chest, which will be the actual good enchants and the books that we can put good enchants on. Does that sound smart? I like that plan, so that's what we're going to do. And then we'll also throw the books in there and the lapis for use later. And of course it's raining, because that's what we all like to see. It raining the minute it becomes nighttime. Does rain affect this accumulation of stuff? I honestly don't know, but we'll let that sit there and we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's good or not, but I also kind of wanted to go try and find some skeletons real quick, even though like I haven't gotten the enchants under control. I grabbed as many of the lotus blossoms as I could and have been eating them, and I did my experience rain over there, but I don't think we're quite at the point where we're at level 60 yet, which is what we need to get like the super good enchants. But we're actually, in fairness, quite close to level 60. Now where, pray tell, did I just put my satchel? I'm sure it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right. So if we absorb all this experience, you'll see that even though I'm like level 12 or 13 now, right? Like whatever I was before I started combining it, and I had 57 on this book before, I am not 65. I am still 57 and just a little bit more, right? So I'm going to absorb all the experience back into the book so that if I die, I don't lose my experience. That would be a big sad. And then I'm going to go hunting for skeletons, and I will let you guys know if I am successful. I'll do a little bit of this on camera, but we'll see in a sec. Alright, found a skeleton on its own. Woot! I got a wither skeleton skull. I got a wither skeleton skull. And there's a creeper attacking me. And there's other things attacking me. But we got the wither skeleton skull. That's what's up. I will tell you what, this bow, pretty good at killing things. That's bad. It's bad. They're overwhelming me again, guys. Help. It hurts. I thought I, like, claimed these chunks. Though, to be fair, all the way back here, I may not have claimed. Hooray! I think I got away. Try this bow on one. Hey, one shot at... Well, no, that baby was probably pretty hurt from other things, but... Alright. Not great, not terrible. Alright, so I got my wither skeleton skull, so that's clutch. Right, that's 100% what we were hoping for. Let's go home, sleep through this rainy night, and then we will work on Blood Magic Altar. Plus, more experience gathering for things.